In this video, we'll take a look at a possible error that you may come across when migrating your phone from Enterprise to 3PCC firmware. Okay, if you notice, currently the phone has the transition firmware. Next, we want to go ahead and find out what the phone's IP address is. We're going to go ahead and log into the web interface of the phone and migrate it back. Okay, so it's .41. We're going to migrate it back to Enterprise firmware. Okay, so we're at the actual phone's web interface right now. We're going to log in as admin. Then we're going to log in as, we're going to go into advanced mode. And then we're going to go to the Cisco Cloud Upgrader, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at specifically the section that talks about my phone is stuck at the transitional, the TLexE2M firmware version. How can I migrate back to Enterprise? So we're going to copy this URL. The specific phone we have that is stuck is 8832. It's a speaker phone. So we're going to go ahead and copy the URL. We're going to go back to the web interface of the phone, voice provisioning. Then we're going to scroll down the actual page here. And we're going to find the upgrade rule field, and we're going to paste that URL. And then we're going to go ahead and submit all of the changes. Okay, now that we've submitted all the changes, we'll go and take a look at the phone itself. Okay, we have a message, only revision upgrade is authorized, upgrade in progress. So what this is going to do, it's going to take the transitional firmware the phone is stuck at right now, and it's going to bring it back to the Enterprise firmware. And what the goal is we want to go ahead and, once we're back on the Enterprise firmware, we want to go ahead and attempt the firmware migration again. Some of the things we want to take a look at is we want to make sure the firewall on our network is not blocking any of the traffic from the phone going up to the cloud upgrader, if that's the method you're using for the firmware migration. If you're still having issues and it's not working, one is take a look at the log in the firewall and see if there's any messages indicating the IP address of the phone, if any of the packets are being blocked. Okay, if you notice, it's stating right now firmware upgrade is in progress. Going back to the firewall log, basically we want to check and see if there's any indication within the firewall log as far as it blocking or dropping packets from the phone from being able to be transmitted out to internet and the needed packets to come back to the phone. One technique you may want to try is you may want to try to take this phone to another network environment, either another site, or take it to your home and try the same process of firmware migration from your home network. If it works from the home network, then that's a pretty good indication that there's some type of security firewall issue that's blocking the packets. So we're going to give it here a few moments. It does take a few minutes for it to complete the firmware migration back to Enterprise. So we'll give it here a few moments for it to go through the process of the firmware migration back to Enterprise firmware. Okay, the phone is detecting the network, so it's almost completed here. And then we will go and take a look at the information on the phone itself. So we're going to go under system information. Okay, it's 8832. It's the Enterprise version because there's no 3PCC in the name. And if we also look at the firmware, that's an Enterprise firmware image right there, or binary if you will. Thank you for watching this video, and hopefully this helps you in case you run into this type of situation. Thank you.